Hi, everyone. My name is Shawn Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNETrepreneur Network. And today I have with me an expert in the area of video performance coaching. She is an expert in her field because of her background, her knowledge, and what she does to help make individuals just like you shine on video all across the world. Today I have with me Elaine Hausman, owner, founder of Elaine Hausman Video Performance Coaching. Elaine, welcome.
Thank you so much, Shawn. Good to be with you.
So Elaine, I want to jump right into, tell us about the importance of video performance coaching. You know, there's coaches for everything out there, even happiness coaches and life coaches and business coaches, but you don't hear much about video performance coaching. Why is it necessary, and how can people utilize your services as a video coach?
I love the question because video is too important to wing it. And there is more to video than just doing it. If you really want to have some impact, actually connect with an audience and leave a lasting impression, you've got to take a bit of a journey. And I didn't foresee when I began this that I'm actually in the field of professional personal development. Because when you find yourself in front of that lens and find your message and the requirements of this particular medium, it will make you a stronger communicator everywhere. And that includes a stage and a boardroom.
When we think about videos and speaking and our image and what we have in our background, there's really no difference to even when we're in person. So if, let's say, somebody is not maybe ready to take the step to video coaching just yet, there's still a need for this type of coaching because it helps them to become stronger in front of their audiences. Would you agree?
I agree. And you made me think of something with clients I've had that have been very fearful. And I've said, guess what? You don't have to do a video with just you talking to your audience. Start interview style. Get someone in there with you so you're not alone and you can kind of collaborate. It's a wonderful way to find your way in, especially if you're really afraid of going it alone. So you can have a co-pilot.
There's different styles of speaking on video, and we've touched on one of them just now where you can have your co-pilot. What are some other ways people can get into distributing and creating videos outside of the interview style?
Wonderful. I just love your questions. There's all kinds of videos. There is the 1.5 minute tip where you're really giving you value and you're respecting people's time. There's something where you may have wonderful tips minute after minute, and all of a sudden you realize you can gather them together for something longer to present in a workshop. You can have that meet and greet jewel in the crown video for your website. So there's really, I've even worked with people who are creating workshops. So there's all kinds of video. And I will just say, in the workshop I'm going to give in the summit, I focus on the nature of messaging, which is a wonderful way in to however you ultimately create videos, whether it's the tip or something longer, interview style, or that jewel in the crown.
When people are creating their videos, especially just starting out, what are some typical fears that you find individuals have, or companies that find that they're stumbling? What are those roadblocks that you help these people through?
Bless your heart. And there are two. The first one is getting used to what you look like in here. And does it match what you thought in your brain to how you're seeing yourself? And there can be that disconnect. And there's some wonderful, wonderful exercises that I really enjoy helping people through that produce not only finding themselves and recognizing themselves for exactly who they are right here and now, but falling in love with themselves a bit, that they really have a coming into themselves and finding themselves and feeling good in this space. And I'm telling you, it's as important to men as it is to women. Next, the next thing I really find out is, where do I begin? We have vast amounts of information. So much has brought us here to this moment in time. And like, where do we begin? What is that message that's the spine of everything we believe in, that backbone, that heart that runs through everything? What do you want to say that isn't being said out there that will define you, so that we really investigate that? That is the other thing, whether it's how do I look and how can I feel better about myself too, how do I begin talking my message?
Now, videos can be used through the website, and videos are really popular and a great tool to leverage on a variety of social media platforms. But there's so many videos out there. What are some ways to stay relevant or pique the interest to get somebody to click and watch your video?
Gorgeous question. And there's a lot of noise. And sometimes I'll think, everyone is taken to the freeway and no one can get through traffic to be heard. It's hard. But it doesn't mean at any given time that if you have found yourself and your own specific message, your audience will hear you. They will find you. It doesn't matter if 1,000 people love us. It only matters if we can get those people who hear us and they matter to us, and vice versa. And from there, we can create that client after client stream. It doesn't mean a huge audience has to see us to find us.
In your history, your experience working with a variety of different clients in a variety of industries, how often, if somebody's wanting to really take to social media, regardless of the platform, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, how often should someone be sharing their videos and creating new content with those videos?
Another wonderful question, and we're getting into consistency. Consistency is a wonderful thing, and I highly recommend it if you're a human being who can do it. And so choose something that is doable for yourself. If you decide you're going to do a video every single day, you better have something worth sharing. Because just showing up and talking about what you had for lunch is not going to impact your brand, not necessarily your brand, depending upon who you are. If you are all about lifestyle and it matters what you ate for lunch, absolutely talk to your tribe. But if you are a little more traditionally professional, a little more thought-provoking, which is something that I like to be, I am much more along the lines of every 2 weeks. And my thinking is, if you really know how to get across a message, if you leave some kind of value for people, not only will they want more and look for you, there will be a kind of lasting impression, so that it's not just you were there, oh, how great, and you're forgotten. I'm about making people memorable so that when you are in there, you've made it count, so that it doesn't necessarily have to be quantity, but quality. And believe me, in terms of consistency, I will try and keep my hand in with a small article or a meme, just because I've done 67 videos and It's a lot. It's a lot. And we are human beings, so we do the best we can.
Sure. One of the trends that people are really turning to utilizing video is they're creating online recorded courses in a variety of topics, or you have pre-recorded webinars that people can pay to be on. And through video performance coaching, you can help those individuals achieve their goals, increase exposure, gain retention. They can monetize using videos, and you held their hand all the way through.
You are so dear. It's like you've been in the inside of my business. I absolutely have done that and am doing that. And in some cases, it's like even deciding the format and trying to avoid being the little person up there talking about the screenshot, but being side by side, so that what you're referring to and maybe something that you're sharing with your video while you're teaching, that you're still there very prominently having a meeting with that audience too, because we really want you. We want you. And but yes, I do that, and I've definitely done that with people who have created something longer and a course from starting with those small 1-minute videos that gather together to make an actual course. Yes.
Now, Elaine, if someone who is watching this, they're saying, I'm on board, I need Elaine Hausman video performance coaching, how can they connect with you?
It's whatever's easiest. First of all, you can see my name down at the bottom here, Elaine Hausman. And if you do elainehausman.com and click contact, fill out that information and write to me right there. It's easier than my telling you my email address. Just use the contact sheet right on my website and I will get back to you. And by the same token, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, I'm there. Message me. I'm very, very aware of connecting with people that way too.
Wonderful. Elaine, I want to thank you so much for taking time to share your business with all of us today, and for how you're helping individuals and companies achieve their video goals.
Thank you for your glorious questions. This could not have been a success without you, and I'm hoping it was. So thank you. Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you.
Okay.
For those of you who are just tuning in, I have with me Elaine Hausman, the owner of Elaine Hausman Video Performance Coaching. She is one of the Art of Connection Virtual Summit panelists coming up on September 21st. If you would like to hear more from Elaine, experience her hands-on workshops during the September 21st event, you can visit artofconnectionsummit.com.